Hey everybody, this is Brenda with Brenda's Creative Corner. And I'm just going to wait for some people to come in. I'm going to be working on my scavenger hunt journal cover. And I don't know what all I'm doing with it yet. But I made it from a Fruit Loops box and I cut it 8.5 by 5.5 with a 1-inch spine. Hi, whoever came in, and let me pull it up on my phone. Chat is limited to subscribers only. If you're not subscribed, go on and subscribe for the stream, and then if you need to, you can unsubscribe. But I hope that you like what you see and that you'll stay. Hi, whoever came in. Hey, Teresa, how are you? And there we are. So now I can get chat on the phone. And I need to change it, maybe. Trying to figure out how to change. It's already, I think it's on live chat. I don't know how settings. Oh, no, there we go. All messages. Now I've got it. Okay. So this is what we're going to work on, Scavenger Hunt Journal. And it's the scavenger hunt that Janet M. Young does every year. She put up during the New Year's Eve streamathon. She put up the list for this. I haven't got my list printed out yet, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have several prompts on the cover. So I left my paintbrush in the kitchen. I will be right back. I'm sorry. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. So we're going to open my Mod Podge that looks like it'll work. Yep, no gunkies on there. Okay, I probably didn't want to do that yet. I wadded up some cream colored packing paper. And I'm just going to work it, tearing it up and putting it on here. And I'm going to go across the bend. And then I'm going to tear up more. I should have not put the glue down first. And I'm kind of wanting it to be wrinkled, but looks like it's going down pretty straight. And I can trim that off later. Okay, so now I'm going to tear up some pieces. So, Teresa, what have you been up to? And hi, anybody else that came in? Oh, bless your heart. Well, I hope you're okay. Let's see. I want them to overlap. It has been a minute since I have done any crafting of any kind, and definitely not on camera. But that's one thing I wanted to talk about while we're doing this today is bless your heart. I wanted to talk about where I see what I see for the channel. I want it to grow. I want it to get back on track. And so I'm going to be crafting more, doing more lives, putting up videos, and that kind of thing. And the scavenger hunt was a great way to get started again because it has a deadline. It has to be done by April 1st. And so this is something I can work on and do. You do on camera once in a while too? Well, that's awesome. I haven't been live in over a year, I think. And it's just a lot of stuff. Life stuff. And I thought about doing like, if y'all are interested in the life stuff, like maybe some Patreon things. Life after loss. And I know everybody doesn't want to hear about life after loss. That's why I was thinking about maybe doing it on like a Patreon where I art journal while we talk about my life after loss. Losing a spouse is a very hard thing. And life goes on whether we want it to or not. And then I also thought about how would I do the different tiers kind of thing. And so yeah, that's where I'm at, kind of. I also thought about, like for one of the tiers, maybe, I don't know if anybody would be interested in it or not. That's what please leave notes in the comments or let me know in chat. Cooking for one. That's a challenge. That's all I can say about that. It's a challenge. If this overlaps, I will trim it off in a little while. But yep, cooking for one. So I have lots of recipes and things I can share. And I could put that as one of the tiers because not everybody may want to see that on a crafting channel, but that would be special content. The life after loss and dealing with life, after that. If you don't mind me asking, Teresa, and if you do, just say never mind or something. How long ago was it that you lost yours? For me, it's been a little more than 3 years. It would have been like 3.5. We may only get the outside of this done. Definitely need to put some color or something there on it. Why do we have air bubbles? I'll scrape it with a card in a minute. I don't want air bubbles. More than a year. Bless your heart. I know exactly what it is. So I want to grow the channel. I want to be here more. Let me find a card. They're supposed to just be on my desk in plain view, but they're not. Because I haven't even been at my desk. You should have seen this. I had to come in here and clean off a place to craft. I'll just press it with the paintbrush. And I don't care about wrinkles. Yep. Crafting has been hard. Well, life in itself has been hard. There's no instruction manual. But I figured this was a fun, good way to get started back. And then this I'm looking at as a 90-day project. You have 3 months to do it. And then I'm going to try the 100-day project. And I thought about for my 100-day project making 100 things out of file folders. Tags, journal covers, journal envelopes, just different things. I have a lot of file folders, and I thought that would be a great way to use them. Do the 100 Days Project File Folders edition. And I've also thought about, because I wanted to do my Christmas journal, still haven't finished last year's. So I thought about doing what QVC does. On the 25th of the month, doing a Christmas thing. And so that would be when I work on my Christmas journal. Would be on the 25th of the month, or close to it. There's a paintbrush hairs. I don't think hair is one of the prompts. That's got a big wrinkle in it. There we go. Yep. Some days it is 1 second at a time. I agree. Okay, so now I'm just going to pick it up and flip it around. Now I need to put some color or something else on here, because this is, you can see every bit of my Fruit Loops box through here. Let's see. Try to get a straighter piece. Just mash it down as best as I can. And I'm going to put something over the spine, so I'm not really worried about wrinkles and that kind of thing in the spine. If it wrinkles, because it's going to get covered anyway. One of the prompts is to use fabric. So I was thinking about putting a piece of fabric over the spine. I need more paper. So what kind of things have you been making, Teresa? Okay, we need a little piece right there. That's a lot of glue. Now, Janet says if it lifts right here, she just cuts it. So that piece right there may lift, and if it does, I will whack it off. But for now, we're going to try to get it to stay. I watched her build her cover the other day. Her cover came out awesome. I'm collage challenged, I think, so I don't know how this is going to come out. I'm just going to have fun. And the Mod Podge may make it sticky, but I have a sealer that I can put over it if that happens. That won't be sticky. Oh, that's so sweet. I've been watching a lot. I watch a lot of YouTube. I just usually watch them. If I watch live, I don't comment. But most of the times I watch it after the live is over. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put this piece right there. Okay. And then I try to remember to comment once I'm done, you know, when I'm watching it. So what do you think about my ideas for, like, doing like a thing of, you know, life after loss and cooking for one, those kind of things? Boy, we got a lot of air bubbles. Okay, I really need to get a scraper card. That's not going to work. That won't work. I can cut this down. It's poster board. It might work. There's some scissors. Let's see if we can just try to get some of this to lay down better. No air pockets. I'm afraid it might lift if it keeps air pockets in it. Okay. I think I'm good with that. Back to the gluing. Let's see. Put it this way. I know I can't do it either, and I thought about see, I don't know. I thought about doing it on here and just making sure I label them correctly. Just to, so people would know before they came and watched, if it's something they wanted to see or not. Or I have a whole other channel that's just sitting out there not being used. I could put those kind of things on the other channel and not do a membership. That way they would be separate from this, but still be out there. So I thought about that as another option, using my second channel for the cookings and the just talking about, life after loss and what it's like, and maybe having a community where we can all come together and talk about it, and because sometimes there's, I want somebody to talk to, but I don't know. None of my friends have gone through what I'm going through. And so it kind of limits, who you can talk to about it. And then I think, well, surely they don't want it. They think by now I should be over it too. It's not something you get over real easy. Yeah, let's turn it let's tear this pointy part off. Turn it that way. Now we just need a little piece to go right here. Okay. That didn't take long. Now I'm going to heat gun dry it. Let's see if I can mash these pieces flat again. So I'm going to dry it with the heat gun so we can do some. Oh, there's a red piece right there. Let me fix that with a little piece. Part of my Fruit Loops is showing through. Okay, so I'm going to dry this real quick. Just set my paintbrush down for a second. Okay, it's getting hot. Uh-oh. Okay, let me see if we can trim off these pieces. Without me sticking to it. Let go. Let go. Now I have to fix that. It's because I got glue on my finger. I'll press it back down again. And I've already come up with some ideas for some of my pages. Okay. It's dry enough. Wait, we got a piece. We got a big hanger offer over here. There we go. If I need to trim any more, I can do it after. Well, that just didn't want to cut. There we go. Okay. So, now what? I think I want to close up my glue real fast. Oops, sorry about that. It needs to have plastic on it. I'll just leave it open while we're working. I think I want to do like Mod Podge, but I don't have any Mod Podge, so I'm going to do white paint. And that's just to knock all this just a little bit. But we're going to kind of try to do something cool with our white paint. Okay. Let me wipe the glue off my paintbrush. I don't want to cover this completely up, so we're going to wipe this back in just a moment before it gets all dry. Well, we might should do it now. Or spray it. That's what we'll do, spray it. Make it so I can wipe it. There we go. That's better. I want to bring out the texture in the background of this where I put it all wrinkledy and that kind of thing. Okay. Now we're going to just blot it off, which adds more texture. I like how that looks. So now, I should have brought more paper towels with me. We're going to heat gun it again. Oops, no. Hi, Laura. How are you? Welcome. I'm working on my scavenger hunt cover. Okay, so that's Not quite dry. There's not a lot up. I'm just so glad to be crafting again. I know, and I love your fabric covers. They are awesome. I will straighten up the little wavy bottom edge when I'm done. Okay, so now I'm thinking I'm going to put a different color and do the same thing, kind of. But what color do I want to do? I want to do this dark blue. This admirable blue. Thank you, Laura. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it, and then I'm going to water it. Then we're going to spread it. And then we're going to blot it. And it should leave white behind. The brown should be left behind. If all goes how I want it to. Well, I got that kind of watery. But it will work. Okay. Now we get to blot it off again when I figure out. Here we go. I kind of like how that's coming out. Turn my paper over. What do y'all think? Yes, I am doing mixed media. I'm doing the scavenger hunt journal. And so this is going to be my cover. Okay. I do like how that's coming out. Let's dry it off again. Still a little bit wet down there. Thank you, Laura. Okay, so now I want to add just all kind of stuff. And I brought stuff in here. Where did I put it? Because I've been crafting in the bedroom, which is not the ideal place. And not really crafting so much as cutting things out of magazines and that kind of thing. So I brought something in here earlier. Where did it go? Well, I had an envelope things to put on here. That's not it. Bear with me for just a moment. I found it. Okay. So I ordered one of those free stamp books you can get from the post office, and they'll send you the whole book of all of the stamps for the year. I ordered that, and I proceeded to sit and cut them apart. And so I was thinking one of the prompts is postage, and maybe putting some of these on here. You will like that one. Let's see. Ooh, those are, I don't want to cut those apart. So I cut them out kind of in like sheets that were already collaged, kind of. Now I'm just trying to figure out how to use them. But I like that one. That's a pretty one. And I'm not going to fill this up with these. I'm going to put other things on here too. But this is an inexpensive free way to get free stamps. Order the stamp book and then cut it apart. And I separated them by biggers and littlers. We could put maybe a strip somewhere. Ooh, let's stripe the spine with those. That's a good idea. Where's some more little ones like that? I know I have some more because I cut them up. Let's see. I just want another little strip. This is what I do late at night when I can't sleep. This kind of craziness right here. Oh, those are pretty, and they're going up and down. Let's see if we can find more of that kind. That are going the right direction. Here's one. Now, if I put fabric on this spine, like I said, I'm going to cover this all up, so I may not do that. There's one. Oh, that's a nice long one with astronauts on it. Let's put it down here to kind of mimic that up there. Do I have it upside down? No, I think it goes this way. This will get my postage element out of the way. Okay. Let's see if we can find just one little one to go in there. There we go. Now I'll put all the rest of these back in my envelope. I have a scan and cut, but late at night, it's just easier for me to do this. Plus, I had some of these, I had to pick where to cut and that kind of thing. I like my scan and cut, though, for like printable things that need to be cut out. And I have a whole Ziploc baggie somewhere of stuff that I cut on it. And it took a minute for me to figure that out. That's actually one of the last things. Uh-oh. I took what I had up there away. I think it was that one. And I like this tiger. We're going to keep him too. It's one of the last things that Nick bought me was my scan and cut. And we got it, which was funny because we got it off the Facebook Marketplace. I had put a thing on there that I was in search of one, and this lady posted that she had one, And what it was, her daughter had gotten it, but her daughter was doing other crafts and didn't have time to learn it. So the mama got it. Mama said she was busy knitting and crocheting and she didn't have time to learn how to do a whole other craft. So that's why she sold it. And so it was brand new, maybe used once or twice, and way less than if I had gotten it at a store. Okay, this I know for sure. This I'm still not sure about, that I want that something that big on there. So let's put these down. Let me clean the blue out of my brush so I don't have blue glue. That would be bad. But I fussy cut. I like fussy cutting. It's relaxing, especially when you can't sleep at night. And I don't sleep good at all. I sleep a few hours here and a few hours there. It's pretty much how it goes. Okay. So let's dip in here and glue these down to our cover. Let me, before I get all carried away here, that's kind of crooked. Let me get this long one down here. Put on. And then this one. Except I about put it upside down. We don't want it upside down. Well, now that I've done this, the book has a definite direction. Okay. Oops. No. It slid on me. There we go. Nope. There we go. And get that up. Okay. Now let's see. I'm going to cut these apart, I think. And put one like that. And a lot of this is going to get covered up. So I'm just still working on the basic whole background of this. Now we will glue this one down. Yeah, right about there. Whoops. No, don't go sideways. I don't know that I even glued that one down. Well, we're going to now. In case. Okay. Now, I do want to put some book paper. And I don't want a lot. Just a little bit. Just a few pieces here and there. I was looking for my Tim Holtz tissue paper and couldn't find it earlier, so it's probably not going to make it on the cover. That's okay. There's places to use it in the book for the scavenger hunt parts. I haven't collaged in a long time. And I'm not sure I'm good at it, but the only way to get good at something is to keep doing it. So I just keep practicing. Okay, I think that's enough of that. And I need to get some of this glue off down here. I kind of went a little haywire with my glue. Okay, so now what can we do? Maybe some stamping. Let me dry this and we can stamp on it. Stencil on it. I don't know. So let me heat gun it again. Oh, not dry. Not yet. That's fabric. I don't want fabric. I want a napkin. Okay, so let's see. Oh, wow. I have them that are on blocks and not on blocks. Let's see. I'm thinking some of this napkin for just the floral part. If I can just get it to peel. There we go. So okay, now I'm going to just gently tear away the edges a little bit so it'll melt together better. Okay. And I'm thinking, whoops. Where should we put this? Let me tear some of this back. Still just a little bit more. Get my little pieces off. Maybe we should just put it up there. Yeah. Normally, I glue stick my napkins. We're going to do this today. Going to do it this way today. As long as I'm gentle, it should be okay. Don't go over it 50 million times. I like how that one came out. Now let's tear off another little piece. I don't want that straight edge on there. Well, I haven't been buying for near that long. I didn't start like doing this kind of crafting until maybe 5 years ago. Hi, whoever else came in. Okay. I think I'm going to put this one this way. Just put it carefully. Oops. Okay. Now, I want something here. So let's see. Can put, let's tear that a little bit better. We can put this one here. Okay. Wait. Let's turn it a little bit so we don't cover up the tiger's face. There we go. I don't want to cover up his face. Okay. So now I'm going to heat gun it again. Sorry, I had to get a drink. I'm going to heat gun it again. And then we're going to stamp and stencil. Okay, let's see. I like this background stamp. And I had an ink pad out earlier. Where did I do it? Because I specifically got it out for this. Aha. Okay. Oh, I like that. We're just going to randomly put this down. This one was mounted on a block, but I could never get it to work right on the block, so I unmounted it. I kind of like how that's looking. Let's just come off this edge a little bit. And I want a little bit here. Not a lot, just like that maybe. Okay. So that's going to be our stamping. I like it. And I also noticed, you guys, that on other channels they were talking about having a word for the year. My word for the year is renewal, because I'm renewing my channel. I'm renewing crafting in my life. So renewal is what my word for the year is. Okay, now I want to stencil. And I'm not sure if I want to do this one or not. It's pretty, but I'm not sure that's the one I want to use. Oh, I think bubbles. Now it's what color should we make our bubbles? I hate to introduce a new color. Maybe we could go with the dark blue that I used before I watered it down. Or what should we do with the bubbles? A light maybe green that's watered, like a turquoise blue maybe. Ooh, that would be pretty. Let me move my book. Now, I heard paint in here, but I'm not getting any paint. Where's the doohickey? That was descriptive. Where's the doohickey? I need a pokey tool or something. Well, it might work. That actually did work. Okay. I'm not going to put a lot out because we're going to add some white to it, make it a little bit lighter. And then I'm going to spray it just a tiny. Ignore how big my spray bottle is, you guys. Okay, now I have a sponge because I snipped it. Well, I don't know where that one went, so we'll get a new one. So we're going to use this sponge, and I'm just going to mix this all around. Now, I'm going to keep this laid here, but I'm just going to go over at random, different things. Just random. That looks like a good spot. Let's see what we got. Oh, I like it. Very subtle, but I didn't have enough paint, so let's add a little bit more out. The small bubbles. Oh, I've done kind of got some big ones too. There we go. So let's see. We'll put some big bubbles down here. And then we'll go small bubbles. Big and small. And let's get some down here. I think that will do. Let's pull it up. There we go. Well, we might could have put some right there. Yeah. Maybe a couple up there. Maybe some down here too. And then we'll call it done for that part. Okay, wait, not done yet. I'm going to put some, I'm about out of paint, so I just want a few right here because this was a big blank spot. Okay, I'm happy with all of that. So I'm going to dry it again. Okay, so now I'm going to need an opinion because this is where I get less is more, but sometimes I want more is more. So let me show you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we take a layer of napkin and lay it over the whole thing to kind of just like mute it back. But then we're going to lose a lot of stuff. So what do you think? I mean, this is going to go clear, but it's still cloudy-ish. Or I could take and maybe put a little bit of paint, like a coffee water paint. Oh, camera. Coffee water paint and kind of like antique the whole thing. And that might be the better way to go. Because it'll bring it all down, but it won't do what the napkin would do. I think, let's try that. because this is going to thin the paint down, which is going to help it. And then we can blot it again. Actually, I brought ink out for that. Let's just add a little drop of ink. With that, and this ink is water-based. Well, the Mod Podge is going to make it sticky. Right now, it's not sticky. I've gotten rid of the sticky. So I don't want it to become sticky again. And I know the Mod Podge is clear. That's why I want to water the paint down, though. And then blot it if we need to. So it's going to be a really thin. It'll be opaque, but not. I think we can. Here goes. So something, yeah, see, I like that. Just enough. Maybe we should spray our book like we did before. Just a little. So the paint will move better. And won't dry so fast. And we can wipe it off better. That's what I'm thinking. So just enough, just to knock everything back a little bit. Okay, let's spray this a little bit more because I'm running out here. There we go. Then I will wipe it back. Let's get this wiped back before it dries on this side. And let's put a little bit of this here. Spray some more. Just get it wet. You're going to use dyes in various forms for your A to Z letters. Oh, that will be cool. I was going to use the ones in my sticker book. The decorative A to Z letters that are in my sticker book, because I got a whole one of them antiquarian sticker book things that I've never used. Or I might have used one sticker out of it. Okay, I don't want to do that. But this needs more. Let's just add more, a little bit more paint. I didn't get it down here quick enough. Some coffee dye. Where did that ink go? A little bit of ink. You could use that too, because I think she said, what kind of letters does she call those? They're very decorative letters. That we're supposed to use those kind of letters, and I can't draw those. So I was like, that's exactly what's in the antiquarian book, though. Those decorative kind of letters. So that's what I'm thinking of using. Okay. I think we can call this done, except for it doesn't have the title on it yet, and I have to figure out, as far as that goes, what I'm going to put it on here with, whether it's going to be marker or what. I also need to decide if it's going to run when I put my polyacrylic on top, because I don't want it to move. Alcohol ink shouldn't move with polyacrylic because it's water-based. So if I use marker, like Sharpies, they're alcohol-based, so that wouldn't move. So I'm just going to write Scavenger Hunt Journal or Scavenger Hunt 2024 on it. and probably in purple because we don't have purple. And trim up my edge a little bit. Now we got to do the inside cover as well. But I think I'm going to let this dry really good. And then when I come back live, I think I'm going to try to come back Saturday. Oh, splatters. Gold one. On this, I have gold. I have everything. Well, gold, white, black. So you're saying on this, gold splatters? Splatters is a good idea. And I've been doing neurographic art anyway because it does help relax you. And since I have the anxiety that I have and whatnot now, I've been doing neurographic art. So my neurographic page, I've got that hands down when it comes to that one. So what color splatters? Gold. I think gold would be really pretty. So let's get the gold paint. Which one do I want? Okay, I have, this is called royal gold. And the one on the left or the right is antique gold. So we have antique gold on the right. And we have royal gold on the left. So which one should we use? I know, and gold splatters so well. I'm thinking for this cover, maybe the royal gold instead of the brighter one, which is the antique gold. So I'm leaning toward left. Yes, illuminated letters, right. And I can't draw those, and I don't want to print out a lot of them. So I was thinking, well, I don't know that they're either one or color shifting. Oh, shiny. They're both shiny. These are metallics. I'm going to use this one. And we are going to water it down just a tiny bit. Oh, let me shake it really good. My paints have been sitting for days. Days and days and days. Months. Oh, that came out good. Look at that. Okay. Let's water it down a tiny. And this brush is floppy. So it'll be great for this. Okay. So let's make this nice and starry-like, as Dee Dee would say. There we go. Okay. I'm going to splatter me. We got splatters everywhere. That's okay. Okay. Let me get splatters off myself. Let's wipe up this paint. And then I think we should dry this. Hang on. It needed more splatters on that corner. Okay. So now, yes, Teresa, I do need a box to splat in. I'm going to dry this and then I'm going to hold it up. Okay. Let's see. Are they in here? No, they're in the other box. Okay. So I just have to find the other box. Are they in this box? No. They're not in that. Well, phooey. I bought from Temu some really pretty holographic butterflies. And that's what I'm hunting because I'm thinking I want to put one over here after I get the title put on the page. But I brought them in here. I just don't see them. Not in that. And there's a hole. They're not in here. I thought this might be where they were. What's that? That's an empty baggie, but it's not. And this is some paper, 6x6 paper pad that I cut apart that had all these words on it. So I cut those apart to use in journals and art pages and all of those kind of things. But they're not in this container. And I have another container just like this somewhere that I just brought in here with me today. And that's the one they're in. Well, I have time to find them, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm thinking one of those really pretty purple, blue holographic butterflies would be pretty down here. So it would say Scavenger Hunt 2024 and then have the butterfly on it. So, guys, can you see the sparkles? That is pretty. And it's going to go like this. Now, here's my dilemma. We've used probably 6 or 7 of the prompts on here. We only have to do 90 out of the 100. I found it. I'll tell you about this in a second. We only have to do 90 of the 100, okay? So, I know I don't need 90 pages because the object is to get as many prompts on a page as possible. So, like the cover, I've probably got 6 or 7. I've got napkin, I've got botanical, I've got postage, I've got stamping, stenciling, collaging. So that's 6 right there. So most of my pages are going to have more than just the one prompt. Now, I was looking for this earlier today. One of our prompts is sewing. Now, I'm not going to sew. I don't have a sewing thing, but I made a sewing journal a while back. And this is some of my ephemera left from my sewing journal. So I was thinking, and I paper pieced, you guys. See, I paper pieced. So I was thinking I could use some of these things on my sewing page because I've got the sewing machines. This could be mosaic. We have a mosaic page, and there was a quilt in my journal, and these were my quilting blocks. So those could go on my mosaic page. More little sewing machines. I've got in here more scissors, buttons, safety pins, spools of thread. So this, I think, is going to be my sewing page. And I was going to put like some ink or paint down and then use pattern paper. Right. Oh, is splatters one? It is. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 6 of them on the cover, maybe more. Collage. Yeah, we don't have collage on there. So collage would make it another one. And I am spinning. It's buffering. Is it buffering for you guys or is it just me? Right. So this is going to go on my sewing page along with pattern paper over paint or whatever. So I was looking for this earlier because I'm like, I know I have all that stuff left over. And then I'm going to use these as mosaics, but I can put those on the sewing page. Also in here is homemade washi tapes. Is it just this one strip? It's just this one strip, but I could put it on that same page. Measuring tape. That could be the ruler. Don't we have to use a ruler at some point? You need fib art. Teresa, are you on Facebook? I was going to say you could Facebook message me. It's my name, just like it is on here, Brenda DiMartino. You'll know because it's my picture. And my face has been on YouTube. Okay, find me on Facebook, Teresa, and we'll get together about maybe sending out some fib art because I've got stuff. And I noticed that I was watching. Let me close up my stuff here. Earlier, I was watching Tina's Messy Crafty Life, I think is her channel name. She didn't know what neurographic art was. So I had to look it up when I was doing it. And I love neurographic art. I even started a neurographic art journal. I started a lot of journals, let's just be honest. Oh, look what I found, you guys. That would be an awesome stamp for mosaic. Or grid. I don't know if we have grid. Teresa Trot Church. Okay, I'll see if I can find you. That would be a great stamp to use, like for the grids or for the stained glass. Oh, now, Laura, you've done a lot more. I'm going to pick your brain for a minute. I know that I saw years ago where people would color with markers on their stamps and then stamp them. Is it any kind of marker? Is it alcohol ink marker? Is that something that we can still do, or should we do it? Yes, and I'm going to tell you, Aunt Beck has got a great video on neurographic art. So there's other artists that do it. What's the one? Oh, I can't think of her name right now. But I know Aunt Beck's Creations because I watched her do the neurographic art. And I've watched a couple of other people do it. I can show you an example. And there's no right or wrong to neurographic art. This is neurographic art. So, let's see. Is there any more of it over here? Yes. These are pages I was going to put in my neurographic art journal. But I'm going to use them, I think, in this under my neurographic over here that I'm pulling out of this stack. Oops. Dropping stuff off my desk. Okay, you guys. See, this is how, I don't know where I'm going to use this yet. I have no idea where I'm going to use this. I saw in a magazine a microscope. I have pictures of this on my phone. A microscope. Okay, Teresa, you've done that. I saw a picture of a microscope in a magazine, and I immediately saw a bird. My mother thought I was crazy because I was at her house flipping through the magazine when I saw the bird. I'm like, no, Mother, just look at it. It's got a head. This is the microscope where you look down through it. And then I found this bird. And I had to search for the bird because I needed it to fit. And then I steampunked it, and I'm going to put it somewhere in a journal. But he's just been sitting on my desk. And then I found this to go with it in another magazine. So those are going in some collage at some point. But anyway, right. So I found a bird to put on it. Now it really looks like a bird. So, can't we color these with markers and then stamp them? Or am I thinking that wrong? I really am liking how this came out. Now I got to figure out what to do at the inside. I have a napkin, you guys, that's like that blue willow dinnerware. And I'm thinking I could paint this white and then just put that napkin over it. And just call this part done. Because I really like how this came out. I just need to straighten up my edges a little bit. And I need to fix my signatures. That's what I was thinking. I don't know how many pages to put in here because I know even if I got 2 prompts to a page, I would only need 45 pages. That's 11 pages cut, folded in half. That would be 44. So 12 pages. But I'm going to probably have more prompts than that to a page. So I don't know how many pages I'm going to need. 8 would be 32, and that would be a good number that I could add to if I needed to. But I think 32, so 8 pages or 9 pages would probably be good, 32 to 36, and then it's 90 prompts to 100 prompts, but I'm going to have more than 2 prompts to a page. So I know I don't need 90 pages, and I don't think I need 45 pages. It's just been a while since I've had to calculate stuff. So, well, I think that's it, you guys. This will be good and dry by Saturday. I think we're going to work on the inside. I may paint it white before that. Right. See, I was even thinking if I did 2 signatures, because it is only a 1-inch spine, 2 signatures, if I did 8, well, that would only be 4 pages to a signature. They would be small, but if they got bulky, it would be fine because they would be small. So 8 pages would be 4 pages in a signature. That would work actually in here. Or I could do 5 pages in a signature and make, I would have plenty of paper. And it would still work, and it would leave room for it. It wouldn't get so bulky, but if it got a little bulky, it would be okay. Right, see, and I was thinking about that when I made the spine, because she made like an 1.5-inch spine, and I was thinking, I don't need it to be that big. I'm going to have more than 1 prompt on a page. Like the alphabet letters, there's 26 of those. That's 26 prompts. If you can get all of your alphabet letters on 2 pages, you've got 26 prompts on 2 pages. So, irregardless of what else you do, that's 26 prompts because each letter is 1 prompt. So, and I'm thinking about that. So I'm thinking 2 signatures, 5 pages each. And I'm also thinking about going on and sewing them together, but not putting them in here yet. Because I'm trying to think of a different way to put them in here. That's got a dip in it. I have to fix that. So, yeah, I was thinking I didn't need a really big spine for this because, like I said, if you get all 26 letters on 2 pages, that's 2 pages, but it's 26 prompts. So, plus if you use the sticker ones, it counts as stickers. So now you've got 27 prompts. Plus whatever, you might collage under them. You might use book pages or whatever. So it's going to, you can up the prompt level. So I'm thinking that's what I need to do. And now I just have to figure out where my antiquarian sticker book is. Oh, where is that thing? Thought my sticker, oh, I see it. It's right back here on my desk. That's a good place for it. So, yeah. And I just need to trim all these little jaggedy pieces off. And then I really think I'm going to paint this white and put that blue and white napkin on it. Okay, guys. Well, I think we're going to be done. And then I plan on coming back Saturday, probably around the same time, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Central Time. And finishing up our cover, maybe putting our pages together and sewing them, because I want to do this. I want to sew them together, just not put them in here yet, because I'm trying to work on that. So, but I do like how this, excuse me, I do like how this came out. I think that came out awesome. I just need to straighten up my edges a little bit. That's all. And I want to thank y'all for coming and staying with me, so I wouldn't just be talking to myself. Bye, y'all. Hugs and blessings, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye.